Thank you, Io, for shooting over the link. Community coming together for real. I just wanted to introduce ourselves. I'm Tyler. This is Zaria. We're both with Dena Rebuild. So we started getting active pretty much the second days after the fire and really have just been focused on direct relief with families. A lot of what we have done over the last couple of weeks, aside from like the community assessment end, like we have been like you responding to where we see fit. However, like really honing in on the fact that if you have been born and raised in the Dena, you understand how intricately connected the two cities are. And I think that the hyperfixation on trying to draw some level of distinction is really disingenuous, especially to like the Black community within Pasadena and Altadena, who very much so are interwoven for generations at a time. And so I'm a fourth generation in Altadena, so I wasn't born here, but my stepdad's grand and great grands and all of them are from Altadena and have lived and been raised in Altadena and Pasadena. And so really I think with what we're trying to do with Dena Rebuild is really advocate for exactly what we're talking about here, which is like local decision making and really being able to control the flow of our own resources. We see that there are a lot of brands and businesses outside of our community that are getting the money first to now distribute to us, or getting resources first to then distribute to us, leaving us really with the burden to coordinate logistics amongst ourselves anyway. But really, we do want to speak to and speak for the people that are going to get lost in this, which is really the Black elderly community within Altadena, and mobilizing around them and mobilizing without they're not really going to be the ones to find the Zoom link at 8 o'clock at night or get past it on WhatsApp. So really making sure that we don't overspeak or overstep, and trying to make sure that, and again, we make people whole. A lot of our efforts have been, like I said, very hyper local and really focusing on events and activations so that we're bringing people more to have experiences, bringing them back to the city. But that's where they can coordinate resources. But within couple of days, we set up a delivery service. And right now we're working and tracking with about 20 families, and we plan to just support them for as long as they need us. Our list continues to grow, but rather than trying to cast a wide net, ultimately we just are trying to make sure people don't fall through the cracks. And again, being under 30 and mobilizing as like predominantly Black young people from Pasadena and Altadena, really making sure that we don't get lost in a lot of considerations that ultimately get made without us being even represented in the room. So I'm happy that we were able to find this link through happenstance, but I also know a lot of young Black leaders who have been on the ground organizing that really don't have access to even the spaces that are being coordinated around them, even though they have lived there their whole lives. So that's all I wanted to speak on, but it's nice to meet everyone and we'd love to connect, but give you an opportunity to speak as well.
She covered most of it, but I was born and raised here too. And I do think that we need more representation for the Black community because that was like I have so much history here, so I don't want to like lose all of that culture and heritage that I grew up with, and I want my kids to be able to experience the same Altadena as me. So I do think we should be included in the conversation when that happens.